Michael, hats off to you and your team. You did a phenomenal job.
Well, a lot of people, Rich, and a lot of thank yous to go around because a lot of people helped in a lot of ways. Wendy for San Diego County Gun Owners and Gina for San Diego County Gun Owners, my wife Laura, and Rick Cohen was a super, super big help, and Jeff Malik. And up in Orange County, Sonny and Trent and Brett, all you guys, fantastic job. But what we did is we showed the movie The Plot Against the President. Plot Against the President was a documentary about the Russiagate scandal and how absolutely ridiculous it was, and how a narrative, the media can get a hold of the narrative, and half of Congress got a hold of a narrative, basically created a narrative. Mm-hmm. And how crazy it went. It was really, really eye-opening. I think everybody really, really enjoyed the movie.
They walked away talking. I noticed a lot of people. You always tell how well a movie does. I mean, if you just get up and walk out, go get in your car and drive home, then it's a flop. Right. But when you've got people seriously talking about the movie, that to me is a positive.
You and I saw it twice.
Yep.
Thursday and Friday.
And you know what? I learned something new every time I watched it.
It is dense with information.
You better be paying attention. Don't I almost, because I like you, I didn't do it, but the lady next to me was on her cell phone. Mm-hmm. I almost took it away. Because she needs to watch the movie. Pay attention. Yeah, come on. You paid the money. Sit there and pay attention. Listen to.
So what stood out about in the movie? What was something that stood out?
Well, the part that stood out was the fact that these people are getting away with it.
Yeah,
that's what sticks out. The Comeys, the what's his face? I can't think of his name. The bald-headed guy with glasses, and then
Brenner.
Brenner and Shift, and then the little guy.
The little guy.
Yeah, Shift.
Did you get an opportunity to see it? By the way,
yeah.
Shift is the one that bothered me the most.
What did you think about it?
Oh, we thought it was great. We watched it, and it was just it's made. It's like you said too. I think that's something you can watch a couple of times.
I think
and get something out of it each time. But
Clapper.
The idea. No. Oh, that's the other right. Clapper. Yeah. It's the idea that like some people insist that there is no like deep state and there is no conspiracy about that, and they did a lot of damage, I think, to our institutions, to the FBI, DOJ, those organizations, the IRS, just and turned them into political weapons. And the documentary, I think, laid it out really well, and what Nunez and those guys did when they were investigating that, and what they found and what they turned up. And it's I think it's shocking that kind of stuff goes nowhere. You have to watch a documentary to see that, and then that's not, that should be a huge scandal. I mean, but
did you notice the other shocker for me was finding out how they thought Michael Flynn was so dangerous?
Yeah.
That totally caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And normally documentaries of this kind, you don't see these for 20, 30, 40 years down the road. But to have it come out as quickly, granted, it's not as quick as we would have liked it to come out, but the fact that it did come out now, I think was pretty astounding as well.
Well, you know what stuck out in the movie?
Yeah, what about for you?
Yeah, was the fact that all the folks, mostly elected officials who went, these are staffers and elected officials who went on the Sunday shows, who went on the news, and said, "Yeah, he's, we're afraid because Trump is colluding with Russia." Mm-hmm. All of 65 of them, right, under oath, said there was no collusion.
Well, and that was
we have no proof,
only
no
when
evidence.
Only when they were under oath, when they knew they'd go to jail or prison.
Right. Well, and that was that. Now that you mentioned that was one thing that really stuck out too. was Adam Schiff. So Schiff sitting in there, and they were saying he's sitting in there listening to this testimony. He knows it's not true, and he comes out the door, and he goes and implies that, yes, we have all this evidence. I can't tell you about it, but definitely we have this. And he absolutely knew there was nothing.
Sure. Yeah.
But yet he came out and lied about it. And again, nothing happens to these people.
Plus, I watched it twice.
Yeah.
90 minutes.
Yep.
Went by like a nanosecond.
Yeah, it did.
That's how you can always tell another good movie, when you're watching like Cheers, and all of a sudden it's over. I said, oh, man, I was really just getting into it. But I thought it was.
What'd you like about the discussion with Amanda? What did you think of Amanda?
Amanda was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Amanda was amazing. Michael was the ringer in the group to me. When I found out he was a lawyer
Mike Cernovich.
He didn't look anything like a lawyer.
No.
I mean, he really, really didn't. I mean, but I thought he's very deep. He knows what he's talking about. He knows more than we know, and he wasn't going to tell us everything that he knew. But you knew he knew more than we knew. I thought it was
the discussion
really
afterwards.
And who was the other guy?
John, I can't remember his name. He was a co-producer.
A co-producer.
The discussion afterwards, I thought was very enlightening. You learned a lot. Most people in both shows, Thursday up in Orange County, Friday in San Diego, a lot of people wanted to know, okay, so how do we get these people prosecuted? You know, what's the next step, etc. Both shows, Amanda Milius made a point of saying, guys, there's no happy ending. This is it. Yeah. They got away with it. Yeah. No one's going to jail. No one's going to be held accountable. This is it. Yeah. They lied, probably had an impact on the election. They were able to get rid of a president. You know, they basically created a narrative. They advanced this narrative, even though it was a total lie. And now it's kind of out there in the universe, and people just, remember parts of it as if it were true. Yeah. And they completely and totally 100% got away with it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nope. Not a thing.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Not even if anybody came back in office and decided to reopen it.
Which is pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. But hats off to Amanda. I think she was telling me 70 hours, I don't know how many hours are still on the floor.
Yeah, they're gonna.
So what's this thing she was talking about doing a series?
So I think what they're going to do is they like you said, there's like a ton of footage that they had to edit out, and they put a ton of information into this thing.
Oh yeah.
But they had to make some edits. So it's an hour and a half. They have a couple more hours at least, I think, that they want to release as a series. So it'll be like a DVD, a new DVD.
Oh, that'd be work.
It'll be like The Plot Against the President.
And
Magnum.
I got to throw a shout out to San Diego County Gun Owners and a few of the other ones that I know visited from Orange County.
Yeah.
We went to the one in Orange County, and I loved the Newport.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful theater. People were great. You could hear a pin drop through the whole movie. San Diego was insane.
San Diego was kind of nuts.
Screaming and hollering. Shift comes up, boo. What's her face? Clinton, boo. And then any of our guys. But you see when that one time Trump is in the movie, only one time?
Yeah, they showed footage.
Almost got a standing ovation. But that kind of shocked me as well because, man, our folks were really enthusiastic about that.
They were there to party.
Yeah, they were.
A political party and not the.
Yeah. And Carl DeMaio, hats off to Carl. He did a really good job at emceeing it.
Huge thank you to Carl DeMaio.
Yeah, he
Carl,
did an awesome job.
Not just moderated.
He got into it.
He got into it, but it was, Carl pushed this thing from the first time he saw it, and he was talking about it on his radio show, and he gave away tickets, and he was extremely supportive. Asked for absolutely nothing in return.
Right.
And he just thought, you know what, this is a great deal. San Diego County Gun Owners is a great organization, so he helped. Can't thank you enough, Carl. I know you're listening. You listen every Sunday. Thank you so much for all the support and everybody that was there because of Carl. I got a lot of people that had never heard of us before and said, hey, I'm going to start listening. So if you're out there listening for the first time, thanks to the movie, welcome. You found a home.
Thanks to the guy, I didn't get his name, but he had a red, white, and blue bandana on. I think he had an American shirt on, and he wanted a Carl DeMaio autograph.
Oh, yeah.
More than you want fresh air. And he must have been running around, and he finally got it.
Good.
You thought
I talked to that guy. Yeah. He said, do you think this is a good time to go get Carl's autograph? I said, absolutely.
I know. And I told him, I said, you could probably do it. I said, you could probably do it afterwards, or you could do it now. He was gone.
A couple more. You just want to thank some folks. Cross Armory was a big supporter. Cross Armory with their AR compliance parts and their new Glock parts. You guys are awesome. Joe Wall Design is a jewelry company.
Wow, beautiful.
Recoil Magazine gave free copies of their magazine to everybody.
And thank you very much. The book is really, really heavy.
Yeah, John Schwartz from Recoil was there. Great guy. Blackhound Optics, we gave away a couple of optics thanks to them. And Rick Nair from Blackhound was there. Rick, thanks for the bottle of Makers. I appreciate that as well.
Hey, your wife got that.
She's gonna let me have some. Front Sight was super supportive, and then again, my wife Laura and Gina and Rick and Jeff and Exus and Wendy. You guys were awesome. Joseph Vincent Photography was super helpful. But some of the takeaways really had to do with Number one, it's not over in the sense that this movie's not dead. Go get this movie on DVD. Buy it on wherever you buy movies. If you don't like Amazon, buy it somewhere else. But there are a lot of different places you can purchase this DVD and show it to people.
They're $20, and you get it overnight.
Yep.
Because I had my wife order it on Friday, and we got it Saturday for $20.
And the reason for the DVD too, it's a little old fashioned, but we were surprised that it's still on Amazon, and it would not surprise me at all if this disappeared at some point. So again, I think the DVD is the way to go with this.
That's exactly what Amanda said. She said I thought DVDs were no longer a thing. But she said, this is a time capsule. Go buy this DVD, show it to people. You'll have it. Now, I have it, but I can't open it.
Why not?
Because Amanda signed it. I was like, I can't wait to watch this. I can't watch this. I
Just
gotta go buy
reorder another.
I got to go buy another one.
I thought about
She signed it. It was super nice. Michael, thank you for everything. Amanda Melius. And then she wrote Wolverines at the end. And I had to think for a second. Why would she write Wolverine? Oh, how embarrassing.
Yes.
Because of
Is that from a Red Dawn?
From Red Dawn,
How
exactly.
would you not
Her
know
old man's
that?
movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was a pleasure. She was wonderful. The movie was awesome. But don't let this thing die.
No.
Get the movie, show the movie, and just know, even if you're not a Trump person, you don't have to be a Trump. This isn't really about Trump.
No.
And I honestly, so here, one piece of criticism, I think they did themselves a disservice by associating it so much with Trump. I honestly think that they should have maybe named it something. I don't know, but I think that the people who need to see this are repelled from seeing it.
Your government at work?
Because of the association with Trump.
Your government at work?
Something. But it really is about hey, let's show you this blueprint, this
roadmap.
Because
now they've targeted themselves to a listenership of left and Trump people only.
Yeah.
The left will never look at it because of the title.
But that's what it was about, though. I mean,
doesn't make any difference. But you need to catch them.
But it was also about a narrative.
Yeah.
And if you can't influence people with words, you're not going to change a culture.
That's
so
right.
what they did is they repelled people with words by saying a plot against the president and having Trump's face on it.
Yeah.
It should have been something different.
I totally
because
agree.
the only people who are going to see it are not just people that are Republicans, but people that are pro-Trump.
Right.
They're the only ones that are truly going to actively see
The
it.
anti-Trumps will never look at it.
It needed to be named something to so that people understood, hey, you know what? This is about a false narrative. This is about what can happen if government officials are
left on it,
are not telling the truth, and they're in bed with the media. That's who needs to see this.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's funny. I thought about it myself because when I got it, because I didn't know what the cover was going to be until I got the cover.
Yeah.
Trump's head all over.
There
it.
is. If you hate Trump, and whether we like it or not, a lot of people hate Trump. And by the way, pushing this movie, I found out just how many people
really?
and how much they hate Trump. Yeah, we got some feedback.
Yeah, you think we did?
And I would write back, guys, this isn't about Trump.
I know.
It's not about Trump. This isn't a Trump fan film.
First
Jody,
time
did you think it was a Trump fan film?
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't really think they didn't, say, oh gosh, look at what we lost with this great president. It wasn't like that at all.
Mm-mm.
It was really more about the meat and potatoes of
Look
here's what happened.
They did.
Here's
Look
who did
they
it. Here's who tried to stop it. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I 100%.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.